So you are a tough broad. Do your kids ever turn on and watch your show? Like
Never.
They've never seen it.
No.
Do they understand that you have a different life, that mommy's on TV when people come up to you?
Well, yes, they know I'm on TV. They don't know anything about violence at all. They've seen my badge that I had when I was a prosecutor, district attorney, and they play with it, but they don't really get it.
They don't get it, which is great. Are you overprotective of them or more protective of them because of the gruesome
Oh
things
yeah,
that
I wouldn't say I'm overprotective. I just like stare at this. No, I'm way overprotected. Our house is totally tricked out. Like if you touch it, alarms go off.
Does your husband think you're overly so because of your career?
He thinks I'm that way because Keith was murdered.
Well, let me ask you a question. So your ex-fiance was murdered. How did that contribute to your trajectory? Like, how is that part of who you are and what you do? How did that change what you do?
It was like a horrible blur, and I can remember bits and pieces of it. I can remember being in the courthouse at the trial, and they had Keith's bloody shirt on the table. And I just remember that moment. I don't remember what I thought, but I remember looking at it. And we walked out, and I walked by the defendant. He just went, and so did his defense lawyer. They just looked down. And all I can remember was the sound of my boots walking out of that room. And then I planned to be an English Shakespearean literature professor, and I have never read Shakespeare again, God help me. And I went to law school to become a prosecutor.
Unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
It still gets me upset now. For many, many years, I didn't care if I lived or died. I would do anything to make a case. I would go into crack houses, meet with hookers and flop houses, the works. I didn't care. And
Really? You felt like you had nothing to live for?
I did not, exactly.
Wow.
But then when I had the twins, I went the exact opposite.
That's so amazing.
Because now I have everything to live for.